Hey book buddies, Katy here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 25 non-bookish facts about me. So I just want to start off by saying I recently got to 100 subscribers and thank you. I never thought that I would ever get anywhere near 100 subscribers. I thought I would have 12 max when I started this channel, and so I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for supporting me and watching my videos. You guys are the best, and I'm so glad that I started this channel, and I'm so glad to be a part of this wonderful community. So to celebrate 100 subscribers, I thought it might be nice if you guys knew some things about me that didn't have to do with BookTube, so that you felt more familiar and we felt more like friends. So let's go. 1. My name is Katy. 2. I'm 21. 3. I'm currently studying environmental engineering in college, and I'm a junior right now, but I have 2 more years to go because I'm on a 5-year track. But at the end of this 5 years, I get a bachelor's and a master's degree at the same time, and I'm really excited about that. And then afterwards, I want to go to grad school somewhere else, and I want to get a PhD, and I want to be an engineer, and I want to save the planet. 4. I live at home, so I still live with my parents because I go to a university that just happens to be really close to my house, and I thought that it would be just kind of a waste to not take advantage of my house while I'm here. So I know that a lot of people disapprove of staying at home while you're in college, but it's nice. My parents live here, my brother lives here, my dogs live here, my bookshelves live here, and I get to do laundry, and there's food. And so it's a good deal. 5. I have a younger brother. He is 17. He's amazing, and he's my best friend. And I don't know if you guys can see, he's an artist, and he did this. Whoa! 6. I have 2 dogs, Charlie and Roxy. 7. My favorite color is different every day, and today it's orange. 8. And this is kind of to do with colors. I have sort of weird color association things, and it's not quite synesthesia because, yeah, I don't want to label myself as having synesthesia because I feel like that would be kind of rude to people who actually have it seriously. So I can't see sounds, and like it's not obtrusive to me, but I have very strong associations. So I assign colors to emotions and like to my friends, and sometimes in my dreams I can taste colors and they have very specific tastes that aren't real. And so sometimes I'll crave the color blue, but it doesn't exist. And so I'll wake up and I'll be like, man, you know what I want? I would like a snow cone that tastes like the color blue. They don't have that. So this color, blue, tastes like weird, salty, sort of burnt Oreos and coconuts. 9. I'm a Ravenclaw. 10. My Myers-Briggs personality is INFJ. 11. And this is kind of bookish, and it's pretty common among booktubers, but I would like to be a writer. So I know that I am going to school for engineering, and I do want to be an engineer, but I also really, really want to be a published author, and that's something that I've wanted since forever. Honestly, the engineering thing is more just because I'm not super confident in my ability to write really well, and so I want to write and I want to try to publish my books, but just in case nobody buys them, I'll still be able to eat. But I just finished my rough draft for my first ever novel, and it's rough. It's really, really rough, but it's finished, and I didn't think I'd ever actually finish a rough draft, but I did, and so it has to go through a million bajillion more rounds of revisions before I'll even show it to an editor or my friends because it's bad. So I've had my friends read sections of it, but it's really, 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 truly awful, and it's nowhere near ready to be shared with the world, but it's a complete story, so I'm really excited about that. Hopefully someday I will get it published. 12. I used to be in theater and speech and debate when I was in high school, and I miss those things a lot. And so a lot of people are really surprised by that because I tend to be really introverted and sometimes I'm really quiet, but I love theater. I was never in musicals because I can't sing or dance to save my life, but I really love acting, and I love doing accents. I'm really not good at them anymore because I haven't practiced in a long time, But yeah, and I love speech and debate, and I went to speech and debate nationals twice when I was in high school, and I just miss it. 13, I love all animals. I just really, really like animals. But my Patronus is an orca whale. When I was younger, I wanted to be a marine biologist, specifically a cetologist, and I wanted to work with orcas because I thought they were the coolest things in the world. They're so beautiful. They're just neat. I love them. I love orcas. And I had this book of whale facts that I took down because I was just obsessed with orcas, and I still really, really love them. But for some reason, I started having nightmares about them, and I'm not really sure why, but I've had them since I was like 11, and they still happen once about every month or so, where orcas attack me, or they're attacking my friends or my family or my dogs, and I have to save my dogs from orcas. Anyway, I have a lot of orca nightmares, but I still really love them, and they're my Patronus. So, 14, I'm a fangirl. I think that's pretty common among booktubers as well, but I don't just love books, I also love TV shows and movies, and I love Harry Potter, if you couldn't tell, and I love Lord of the Rings and Star Wars and Firefly and Sherlock and Doctor Who and Studio Ghibli. And did you know there's a Jane Austen fandom? I'm in the Jane Austen fandom too. I'm in a lot of different fandoms. Marvel. 15. I speak a little bit of French. Just a little tiny bit. I took French lessons for 4 years when I was in high school, but it's been a while since I've practiced, and so I'm pretty sure I've lost all of it. But I've been to France before, and I lived with a host family for a very short time, so I got to the point where I could pretty much understand everything that was being said to me, because I had context clues and like vocal inflections to sort of help me out. And so I was at a point where I couldn't really respond to what people were saying, but I could translate what they were telling me in my head for the most part. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I've lost that ability completely, but I love France and I hope to go back. My major requires that I study abroad, so I'm really going to try to go to France and work on my French some more because eventually I'd like to be fluent. But to be fluent, you kind of have to practice. 16, food is my favorite thing. All food. Man, I'm hungry. 17, I can do this thing with my eyes. I don't actually know what this looks like. I'm going to see when I edit this. 18, I work in a Pea Lab. So it's for NASA, so it's for science, and it's cool. But basically, I work for one of my professors, and we build and manage reactors that convert wastewater into clean drinking water for astronauts. And it's actually really cool. It sounds icky, but it's cool. And our grant comes from NASA, so technically I work for NASA. I used to work in a public library, and that was really fun and really nice, and I miss it sometimes. But this job is much more closely related to what I want to do as an engineer, and so even though it's kind of gross, I really like it. 19. I love being outside. I love hiking and camping and just being out in nature. It makes me feel like a more complete person. And so I don't really live in an area where I can do those things as much anymore, but when I was younger, my family used to live like in the Rocky Mountains, and we went camping like every weekend, and it was so much fun, and I still really enjoy camping and hiking when I can. So I think the last time I went hiking was a year ago, last spring break. I went camping with my boyfriend, and that was fun. But it's been a while, and I need to go outside. I need a forest. 20. I love music. I love it. Music is so important to me, and I can't make any music because I don't really know how to play any instruments. I have a ukulele that I've played a little bit, but I'm bad. And I can't sing, as I've already said, but I really, really love music. And I listen to a lot of different kinds of music, but I mostly listen to alternative rock. Really anything in the rock genre, though. I also listen to classic rock and progressive rock and 80s rock and pop rock and punk rock and I listen to all the rock music, but my favorite is typically, like I said, alternative or indie. But I also listen to some other genres. I listen to some pop music and techno sort of stuff and some R&B, and like really the only thing that I don't listen to is country music. And I don't mean to offend anybody who likes country music. It's fine, it's just not my cup of tea. But I listen to pretty much everything else. 21, I love flowers, especially orchids and roses and daisies and sunflowers. Those are my favorites, but I really just love all flowers. I'd really like to have a garden someday, but every plant that I've ever owned so far has died, so I'm pretty sure I just don't have a green thumb, but it's okay. 22, I love the rain. When it's raining, I feel so good. 23, I can make a monkey sound, and I don't know how realistic it is, but my friends tell me that it's pretty impressive, so are you ready for this? Okay. I don't know. Okay, don't ask me how I figured out that I could do that. 24, I speak memes and vines pretty fluently. Memes and vines are kind of my favorite thing. Recently, though, I've been getting more into wholesome memes because they're just better and they make me feel better and they're just nicer. And finally, 25. I don't play Dungeons and Dragons, but I really like to. I just don't have a whole lot of time with school and everything. But if I did play Dungeons and Dragons, my character would be a chaotic good elf druid, because that's what I feel like I am. So those are my non-bookish facts. I hope that you guys feel like you know me a bit more, and thank you guys again so much for 100 subscribers. I'm so happy. If you liked this video, please feel free to click the thumbs up button or subscribe to my channel. I will see you all again very soon with a new video, but until then, happy reading.